Welcome, everybody. My name is Carrie Dickey, and I'm tuning in from not so sunny actually, it is still sunny Southern California, a little chilly though. And wish you a happy new year. And I'm super, super excited to introduce my beautiful friend, Sandy McClure. I've been trying to get her to do this presentation for a while. And just like most things in our space, it's a little bit scary. So I'm so grateful that Sandy said yes. And she has a really massive story. I remember hearing her story a few years ago. We met in Mexico, and I was like, wow, this girl is brave. She is authentic, and her story matters, and people need to hear it. So I'm very excited that she agreed to tell it. Sandy's a Colorado native, lives in San Juan Mountains in Southwest Colorado with her husband, Randy. I've seen the view out their window, very different from mine here in Southern California. She has 3 grown daughters, all married, and she's Grammy to 3 grandchildren, ages 7, 4, and 1. Lucky, lucky lady. She was introduced to network marketing in 2012 at the age of 48, and 2 years later retired from teaching and coaching to pursue the industry full-time. In 2015, I think I'm going to let you tell the breast cancer story. She was diagnosed with breast cancer, went 20 weeks of chemotherapy, battled against implant illness, and had him taken out in 2019. Had him taken out shortly thereafter, and in 2019 was introduced to LifeVantage. After 3 months of product trial, she became a consultant and feels that it is her duty and obligation to share it with other people. So, Sandy, thank you for being here. I'm super grateful that you said yes. And she said she's wearing her bright coat because it's winter in Colorado. So you look gorgeous, and I'm honored to be on this journey with you. Welcome, Sandy McClure. Thanks
Well,
for saying yes.
thank you so much, Carrie. I appreciate it. I'm honored, and I am going to go ahead and share my screen quick. I just want you to know how much I appreciate you driving me out of my comfort zone, because we all need to do that, and that's where growth happens. We know, again, as you all heard, I'm a mother of 3 grown daughters, and probably a couple of them are on here. They all do business with me, and I just love being a Grammy. It's one of the best things that ever happened to me. And I will tell you that I am so grateful for LifeVantage, because I look to my future all the time after going through what I went through, and I want to live a long, healthy life. And so, for, just to let you guys know, that's why I'm here. I took the products. Funny story. The guy that introduced me, as you know, it took him several times to talk to me about it, for me to even listen, because I'd been in network marketing with another company, and here's what I love about LifeVantage. It's a publicly traded company. That's very, very important. It's what happened to us in the other company would never happen to a publicly traded company. And so there's so much that I just needed. I needed to be open to hearing from LifeVantage, but I wasn't. I was jaded, but I was also overcoming breast implant illness. And when I finally asked my friend, what is the product that you're even talking to me about? What is even the company? After 6 conversations, I didn't believe him. I'll be very honest with you. I did not believe it. And then he shared with me an ABC primetime video, and I'm going to talk to you about that. But what made the difference for me, because I'm not somebody that's just going to do something because somebody tells me to do something, and especially if I don't really trust that person. And so I had to experience what I was hearing happening from other people. So I took it, and I immediately felt it. I have blood work done all of the time. I had a colonoscopy scheduled for 1 month right after I had started product. And I knew immediately after speaking with my doctors that I was obligated to share it. So take it, feel it, share it is the LifeVantage way. There's no way you cannot do that. You'll look your best, you'll feel your best. Trust me, you'll look to the future and say, I'm going to be here for a long time. I might as well be having fun, and I might as well make some money doing it. And I'm definitely going to make a difference. And I will tell you that you shouldn't be afraid of any of those things. It's totally okay to do all 3. And so where it all started, especially for me, was this ABC Primetime Investigative Report. It aired in 2005. And please, if you have not been able to hear this, ask the person who invited you to share this with you, because when I saw this, little trigger. I think I said, I think I remember something about that. And they talked about the fountain of youth. And I can remember back then kind of laughing about it. Oh yeah, whatever. But I didn't ever know what came of it. But what happened is ABC Primetime went into LifeVantage. They heard that they had a product that reduced oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, and they went in to debunk that. Of course, that's what they do. It's an investigative report. And so John Quinones, I'm not sure I said his name right, but he actually did the blood test. And I'll tell you what happened at that point. This exploded because his blood work came back to that of a baby, and it wasn't even a full 30 days. And so what they've done all the studies, and it is proven to work in every single mammal, not just people, in every mammal. Mammals are mammals. So if you take a look at that screen and you see without Protandim, where that oxidative stress level goes up, and after Protandim, it goes even. Do you want to know a crazy story? I went through breast cancer and never once did I hear those two words, oxidative stress. When I asked my doctor, how in the world could somebody like me get cancer? He said, you're just the lucky winner of a very bad lottery. And that's about the reason he gave me. And I'll be honest with you guys, I would have believed anything he said just because once I was diagnosed, I thought I've just got to go forward and beat this. And so I wish I'd have known about this long before, but again, it was not my story to tell the way that it happened for me. I had to go through what I went through to let you know that there is so much value in being proactive. And so don't wait to get a major diagnosis before you get on these products. And this is the flagship product. It's an amazing thing. Let's take a look at that word, those two words, oxidative stress. You take a look, if you go to pubmed.gov, and I really encourage you to do this, you guys, you pay for this. This is our tax dollars at work right here. And there are studies, and I will tell you, I never even knew about this until I was introduced to LifeVantage. I spend a lot of time on here. I don't read everything because I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor, but I love reading the conclusion. Tell me what happened. That's what I like. Over 318,000 studies on oxidative stress. And what I have found is it is tied to every illness and every disease out there. Now, we are not claiming to prevent, treat, or mitigate anything, but what we are doing is trying to gift something in your body that's going to support what your body will do naturally. If you take a look at that, free radical oxidative stress affects your eyes, your heart, your skin, kidneys, joints, lungs. I can tell you, you could look at pictures of me a few years back and see what was happening to me because of oxidative stress. It's unbelievable. Take a look at the people who are around you. You can see it in their skin, you can see it in their eyes. And what happens when people's bodies be overcome with oxidative stress, that always is going to lead, it's just a bad road to go down. If you see that sign on a road, you just want to make sure you go the other way. So why wouldn't we want to eliminate that? And what in the world, why do we have it? What causes it? So, you know, the Industrial Revolution was awesome. I think that it was great that it happened. I feel the same way about cell phones and things like that. They're a great tool, but they're not good for us. And so there's over 80,000 new chemicals since then. There's herbicides, pesticides, fungicides. I know all this. I grew up on a farm. I've seen farming forever. And I'll tell you, that can happen. Those are things that we kind of can't control personally, but we certainly can control a bad diet. And a lot of us have had that. Smoking, very, very high on that oxidative stress level. Air pollution, we can walk outside, even here in Creed, you guys, there's air pollution. People are burning their stoves because it's cold. Poor sleep, not getting enough sleep. And I think that that was part of what led to my oxidative stress, because I was always working so hard as a teacher and coach. I spent so many hours working and I loved what I did, but I really overdid it. High stress, that goes right along with that. And then I have to move this, little or no exercise. And so even today, as cold as it was outside, it's about 40 below here in the mornings. It was about 0 when I went for my hike today. And I try to get outside every day because I'm telling you, I know that helps me and I want to live to see my grandkids get older. So they're around everything that I do. If I get emotional, you'll know why. So what does that oxidative stress feel like? Well, if you take a look at a cell, don't you wish we could just have a zipper on our forehead and unzip to our pelvis and open up to see what's going on inside the body. I will tell you, I would love that after being introduced to LifeVantage, to see that when you take that little yellow pill, it's like a heat-seeking missile. And I think Carrie always talks about that. It will go in and it will upregulate what you need upregulated, and it will downregulate what you need downregulated. It's amazing what that little thing can do. And it just balances our bodies. But what that might feel like if you're suffering from chronic fatigue, or if you just don't have energy, brain fog, you know, and I had that big time with chemo, lack of concentration. You know, we even have kids who suffer from that in school, and aches and pains, just you're sick often, you have headaches. There's so much more, but you can really attribute a lot of that to unhealthy cells. And so in order to be well, we want to fix the cell. You see what happens to a cell when it has oxidative stress. So for me, and I will tell you this, even when I was going through chemotherapy, I told them I will do that because that's the only thing that I knew was going to work at the time. I didn't know about anything else holistic. And I will tell you, I had a very aggressive cancer, and I said I want it eradicated now, and I'm going to be as aggressive as I can. I did the bilateral mastectomy, the 20 weeks of chemotherapy. I didn't know about God's pharmacy. Who knows what would have happened? But anyway, it's out there for all of us. And I will tell you, when you use these things from God's pharmacy, and when you eat from what God has given us, everything gets better. Anything processed or any, I know there's a place for pharmaceutical drugs, but I think they're very overused. I think that they might support something, but they're always going to cause another thing. But what I found with Protandim, and I still have yet to have anybody tell me different, is the only side effects are good side effects. It's got turmeric, green tea, ashwagandha, bacopa, and milk thistle. And many of you sitting here right now probably take some of those supplements. That's from God's pharmacy. And why wouldn't we want to use them? But if you are taking them, you might say, well, there goes that. I already take all of that. But it is the formulation in that one little yellow pill that makes all the difference. And that's why this pill is patented. You will never get it anywhere else. And that's what makes LifeVantage special. It is not everything that we have is an activator, and activates your own body to do the things that it needs to do. And that was so compelling to me, because there's supplements out there a dime a dozen. There's really good ones, but they're a dime a dozen. Everybody has those, but nobody has activation. And so what I was really blown away by were all of the institutions who do these peer-reviewed studies. But what is compelling is that LifeVantage did not pay them to do them. And I don't know if you know much about a peer-reviewed study, but those are hard to get. And so if I could point out a couple of them, I would really direct you to the Washington State University study. You can just go to pubmed.gov and search Washington State University Protandim. All of these places, and even the National Institute of Health did a study on life extension. And that really came out amazing what NRF2 can do, or Protandim can do. So I'm not going to tell you about all of these, but I was blown away. And I think that these are some pretty important places that are spending their own dime to figure out just what in the world we have our hands on. So that was the flagship product. And if you didn't think that was enough, of course, they're going to be coming up with more and more. So we didn't stop there. There's so many other things. I'd love to talk about every single product tonight because I use them all. But this came out in June of 2022. And I will tell you guys, I had just had knee surgery. And I wasn't yet on collagen, okay? And I'd heard about collagen, and everything I ever saw about collagen, I thought that's great, but I don't see any big difference. And mostly collagen was just a draw to people looking better and having better skin and hair and things like that. It's, for me, that's what I thought it was. There were so many collagens out there, and any that I ever tried really upset my stomach and wreaked havoc on my digestive system. So I just didn't use it. But when I went to have my knee surgery, I went to the Stedman Clinic here in Vail, Colorado, where they work on world-class athletes. And I literally walked out of that hospital after my knee surgery. My surgeon was blown away. He said, I've never had anybody walk out of the hospital like that. And I went on a 3-mile walk that afternoon. Maybe overdid it a little bit, but he could not believe it. And my husband came into the recovery room and handed me my Tri-Synergizer, my Protandim, and I didn't skip a beat. I didn't not take it before my surgery. And again, my surgeon was just blown away. A couple of weeks later, collagen came out. They introduced this activated liquid collagen. And I will tell you, I am this person. Initially, I was very skeptical. I thought, how good can it be? Here we go. We're going to do collagen. I wish we wouldn't do that because every product we have is so good. And now we're going to cheapen ourselves with collagen. Well, if you know anything about LifeVantage, you knew I was wrong in even saying that. And the collagen results have been unbelievable. And our collagen is second to none. I will tell you, you'll understand that if you get the package in the mail. It is so heavy. It's packaged so well at a high temperature. And there are so many benefits that go way beyond skin deep, you know, and for a lot of it was just my recovery with my knee. I can just tell you that I had full range of motion within 2 weeks and doing some really great things with that. And my husband, who has had knee problems bone on bone for years, added the collagen to his regimen, and he has not had a knee problem since. And he is biking and skiing and hiking and all of the things. So I don't have to read these things to you. You can see all of the things. And I will tell you that again, getting all that blood work, I know that all of these things are a benefit to me because my blood work always comes out, as my doctor says, pristine. And so you wouldn't think collagen helps with mental health and mood. I've had people who've lost weight because they're not so sore anymore. And maybe some of the swelling has gone down. I have to be careful about what I say about it, but I couldn't tell you enough. This product is unbelievable. It's the newest breakthrough in activation. And again, it activates your body to have its own collagen. Okay, that's what makes us superior and unique. If you take a look at it, it activates our body to make its own collagen. So when you drink that shot, which is unbelievable, it's so good, it tastes like people are always like, ooh, how does it taste? I get why they ask that, because most collagen is bleh. This one is awesome. I refrigerate it, and it's the first thing I drink in the morning, and it's like an apple juice. It's so good, but as soon as you take it, your body starts making its own collagen. There aren't other collagens that do that. It replenishes the collagen that you've lost and maintains the collagen that you have. And one of the activating ingredients is the ruby red quinoa extract. And I'm not going to read all of that to you. You can see that, see the information on that. You can go to the site, but it is the key ingredient that activates our own collagen. And if you take a look at this density of the collagen over time, week 0, then week 4, week 8, that was what was so compelling to all of us who were experiencing it, seeing our own friends just starting to look younger. We thought, oh my gosh, I've never seen results like this. I seriously have never, ever seen a collagen with results like this. And so the marine peptides that are responsibly sourced, we have 10 types of collagen, not just 1 or 2 like our competitors. If you can ask people, how many peptides of collagen, how many types of collagen do you have in your collagen? They don't even know. And then when they go to look, it's 1 or 2. Can you imagine getting in that one bottle, basically 10 different types of collagen? So if it is on the higher end of the scale as far as price, you know why? You're getting 10 different collagens in one bottle. It's amazing to me. There's a citrus berry extract also that slows down the breakdown of existing collagen, and that assists in maintaining what you still have, which is so important. You don't want to lose that. So here's the best thing for it. And I'm telling you, I'm a label reader, especially after everything that I've been through. It matters. And what's not in it is just as important to me as what is in it. There's no added sugar, no artificial sweeteners. It's non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free. Get it in your body. If you go to the Think Dirty app, download that, please. It's called Think Dirty, and it says Shop Clean. They have rated our products on their site, and everything comes out clean. So if you just search LifeVantage or True Science, you're going to see that. But why would we take a liquid instead of a powder? I know there's lots of powders out there. And guys, when I say the word collagen, all this information comes up on my phone. I don't know about you, but I just start reading these articles, and a liquid collagen is just the way to go. It uses hydrolyzed collagen, which is chopped into smaller pieces, So your body doesn't have to work so hard to break them down. It goes to work right away, easier to absorb, easier to utilize. This creates extremely high bioavailability when it comes in that liquid form. And so hands down, if you're drinking a powder collagen, let's be honest, take a picture of when you started and now, have you seen any changes? Have you felt any changes? So we had an 8-week clinical trial trial, and here are the results of that. And if there's anything that you want to focus on, let's talk about this blood catalase level increased by 202%. I don't have a lot of time to go into this now, but if you can remember that or screenshot that and just look up what that means, you're going to be blown away. But it's so great. I mean, they have really researched this. And again, we've got way more research coming because this is a fairly new product. So I can tell you till I'm blue in the face, I can tell you how you're going to feel if you get activated, but documentation beats conversation. Let's take a look at some of these people here and at just these pictures. I'm going to go through here quickly. Here's our beautiful presenter, Carrie. Just look at the life come back into her. And this is one blows me away, Betty's transformation. I met her in person, which is what the greatest part of this, you guys. We know these people. These are people that we know and love. And it's not just men or women, there's men too. Take a look at those necks. And mine is the same way. And so here's again, men. I'm just going to go through these. The person who invited you here probably has a ton of these pictures, but these are not paid models or anything. These are just real people like you and me. And so you can understand when you've got a collagen, a product like this and NRF2, you know you have your hands on something special nobody else has. You need to get this going. Okay, it's so easy to share it when you have the results that you have. So, you know, who would think about crepey legs? My legs used to look like that. They don't look like that anymore. It doesn't matter. Take a look at this stomach. It's just amazing what comes through here. Take a look at the hairline on this. So, you know, she's talking about just her skin pictures, but then everybody said, well, take a look at your hairline. That's incredible. And again, the jaw lines and everything. You can see the difference. I don't have to tell you what's happening here. You can see the difference in the picture. So can you imagine what's happening on the inside if we're seeing results like that on the outside? Again, if we could unzip from our forehead to our pelvis and open up, wouldn't it be just amazing to see the health that's going on inside of our body? They did a study, Together is Better. Again, you've seen that, and then that study can be given to you by the person who invited you here. Let me talk to you real quick about a new product that just came out, Better Than Retinol. If you have ever used retinol, I did when I was younger. My skin burned. I couldn't be out in the sun. But I will tell you simply, this product added to my regular skincare that I use, LifeVantage skincare. Why wouldn't I buy from my own store, right? I cannot believe that my skin literally feels awakened. And that whole renew, it's true. My skin just feels so good. And so again, I can tell you till I'm blue in the face, but you need to get this on your body. You need to try it. So at this point, if you're not ready to start these products, I don't know what more I can say. I'm just going to have to hold you down and pour them down your throat or put them on you. But living a life of activation is great. I feel like this is the best insurance policy I could ever pay for. I'm doing everything that I can to make my body do for me what it's naturally designed to do. I use every single one of these products, and my pet uses this one. And so I will tell you, I can tell you all about them. The people that brought you here can tell you all about them, but look at everything. You've got shampoo, conditioner, your hair care, skin care. Why wouldn't you buy from your own pharmacies or from your own store? So possibly you might be searching for more. And I will tell you, I wasn't. But I knew that I had to share this. I knew that people needed to know. I want people to feel as good as I feel. And I share my favorite movies. I share my favorite restaurants, but never have I ever been paid by any of those movie theaters or restaurants. LifeVantage is always going to pay me. And you know, the best part about this is I don't have to have any assets. There's no overhead. They ship everything for me. I'm not in charge of any employees. I can work from anywhere, and I travel a lot. My daughter lives in Florida. I go see my little grandbaby. I can go to Colorado Springs, anywhere. I can work from anywhere. There's a call center that if you have questions, they are always there to answer you. And guys, I'm telling you, it's second to none being surrounded by people like Carrie. You know, she doesn't have to do all of this work that she does for all of us, but she truly loves building people. And so if you take a look again, the NASDAQ, that was a big draw to me, publicly traded, everything's out there. Erin Brockovich, I have a lot of respect for her, and she sits on our board of directors. I'm thinking every single thing, check that box, check that box. It was all integrity. And then debt-free company, even better. If you don't have a side gig, you need to do that simply for the huge tax benefits. I'm not kidding you. Even if you're just paying for your products, there's so many tax benefits to having a side gig. So you can get paid for sharing the gift of activations with others. They just changed our comp plan, and it was so much for the better. I will tell you, especially for people like me, because you might be thinking, I don't want to lead a team. I don't want to build. You can make a very significant income here if you work hard and you share without even having to build a team. So for me, when I was introduced, I said, I want the big pack. There's a couple of different ways. Step one, you pick a pack. For me, I like the business pack because that gave me an opportunity to try every product. And that way I had the experience. And when I talk to people, I could say, I don't know what this will do for you, but this is what it does for me. And so it's really great to have that opportunity to do the business pack, or a lot of people come in on a little bit lower pack, which is the Healthy Glow Essential Stack, which gives you an extra 10 bottles of collagen to share. And trust me, you're going to want to share it. Step two, you're going to pick a stack to put on your monthly subscription, and a Healthy Glow Essential Stack, again, gives you that extra 10 bottles so that you can share it. And then how far can you go? I will tell you, when I was a school teacher, I was the first one to work every day. I was the last one to leave. I worked so hard. I had all the preps. And you know what? I might get a turkey at Thanksgiving. That happened, I think, one time in the 36 years that I taught. I was capped. I could never get any more than that. But on this, if you take a look at these levels, it's kind of hard to see, but the person who invited you can show you, you are never capped here. The sky is the limit. It's just how hard you want to work. And so for me, when I first was introduced into network marketing, I thought $200 would really help me pay for groceries. And it would also help pay for my product. Well, I'm far beyond that, I will tell you. And so it's whatever you want, as hard as you want to work, you can determine that. And it's just a lot of conversations. You're going to have a lot of help. There's people, as I said, this is a great community. You're going to have so much help. I love that I'm part of a place where people want to see me succeed and not hope that I fail. And so what I want you to do is really to consider taking it. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. And then you're just going to want to share it. You're going to feel obligated. You want you to join the movement today to help us build this company to what we need: more messengers of activation, so we can have fun, make money, and make a difference. And you will love it. So thank you so much, Carrie, for asking me to come on tonight.
Dang, girl, stop sharing your screen so I can give you your kudos. Holy Toledo. You know what? I think you might be the best kept secret at LifeVantage. That was epic. What an incredible